Yo, what's up, Phantom Force? Happy Pokemon Day and welcome to another Pokemon Day video. This one's for Pokemon Champions. If you do like this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that noti bell down below so you hit up for more of my videos. So this one's going to be a little bit more speculative than the other games that came out during the Pokemon Direct today, but I do have a pretty good theory cooking up for you guys. So a lot of people were saying that originally, before this happened, that this was going to be a mix of Pokemon Rodeo, which there was like an alpha footage leaked that someone was on a Garchomp and going underground, surfing on the shark fin, and then coming up and attacking. And the same thing with Electivire attacking, being held by Electivire's little tentacles things. That got scrapped, by the way. So then people were saying, oh, maybe that got put into Pokemon Synapse, and then it was leaked before Pokemon Day that Pokemon Synapse was going to be a leak reveal for today, and they were thinking it was going to be the same thing as the Pokemon Splatoon leak that's kind of like Pow World, right? So maybe Pokemon's own Pow World. Okay, I don't think it's going to be like that at all because of the trailer. So in the trailer, I think this is going to answer Pokemon's issue that whenever they make a mechanic that we love, Mega Evolution is the example that we really want Megas to be basically permanent. No one's down for Megas and then Z and then Megas and then Gigantamax and then Megas and then Terrasilize. We want Megas, Megas with Z, Megas with Gigantamax, Megas with Terrasilizing. So I think this is their answer to that. How do we make us, the people, happy when they keep having to, instead of releasing a game with 1,400 Pokemon, with 200 being new or whatever, however many, and then 12 something being the old Pokemon, right? That's too many Pokemon for them, and we keep getting mad about it, so then they have to release DLC, giving us Pokemon back. So they're going to kill two birds with one stone with Pokemon Champions. I'm calling it right now. This is their answer, so they don't have to make a bunch of Megas anymore. They don't have to keep adding old Pokemon back into their games or try to meet their quota of every single Pokemon in every single Pokemon game. That's what Champions is going to do. Champions, I think, is going to be the official ranked format where you can have Terrasilized Pokemon and Gigantamax Pokemon and Z Crystals in the same format. That's why they're going from Game Boy to Color. Now we've got the N64, and then we eventually get to the Switches, right? There is your Nintendo DS. I don't see a 3DS yet, but I imagine they get to that. And here's the Wii, right? So that's the play. Is they're going to, there's a 3DS. Yep, they do have it in there. So what supports my claims then? So right here, they're saying Generation 1, this is just, I've been doing a lot of research, right? These are a bunch, I'm going to go through a bunch of sites and Centro, which is a leaker. So Generation 1 clashed with Generation 9 Pokemon in an epic battle arena. This is talking about Champions. Nobody was surprised to see Charizard, but the presence of Dondozo, Hisuian, Samurott, and Aegislash suggests a very wide range of Pokemon will be present. Here's everything we know. So again, they have every Pokemon. They're going to have this solution as if you really want to play with every type of Pokemon, you're not going to be doing that in Generation 10. You're going to be doing that in Pokemon Champions. And also Pokemon Champions on the phone, which means we won't have to get emulators and rip versions of Pokemon like emulators for Pokemon X on your phone. You won't need to do that because you have Pokemon Champions, which is going to have all of Pokemon X on your phone. And Blue, well, I guess there's story stuff too. But regardless, as far as the Pokemon battling goes, you can have that on your phone as well. So then we get on to Centro, also supporting my idea. For the first time ever, thanks to Pokemon Champions, Game Freak has the opportunity to make major changes to the battle system and future entries without affecting the VGC, as that will continue in Champions. Now, this isn't fully supporting me, because what this is saying is potentially the official format will be held on Champions, maybe, and then you would use Gen 10 to do something crazy like Gigantamax, where if it didn't go well, then they wouldn't put it into Champions. Potentially. We'll see. This is another take on it. Also, Centro says Pokemon Champions will have casual matches, ranked matches, and private matches. So it will be just like Pokemon Gen 9. It will be just like Unite. It'll just be like any of the other competitive Pokemon games. I think it will be held separately than Gen 10, though. And I don't agree. I think that VGC will be held on Gen 10 And then this will be a separate tournament championship with all of the game mechanics in it and will be ranked, but more fun. That's my theory. Okay, now with the Pokemon Champions, Pokemon Go players can directly start playing in VGC on their phones and even potentially classify to the World Championships, all without ever owning a mainline series game, which of course they would need to wait until Pokemon Go progressed far enough into Gen 10 to get that Gen 10 Pokemon into their Pokemon Home account to be able to play VGC and Champions, if that's even true. So I don't agree. I don't think that's true because often, say the VGC series is in Gen 10 and you don't buy it and you're waiting for a Pokemon Go to catch up, to send it to home, to send it to Champions, you won't be able to follow Regulation A, which is going to be exclusively Gen 10 Pokemon. You won't have any of the new Pokemon. So I don't think this is going to be a worry, honestly. Not a big deal. Okay, Pokemon Champions will be a digital-only game and will be paid title-free. Will it be a paid title, not free. So we're talking like Gen 10 and not like Pokemon Unite, which is free and selling cosmetics. Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required for online play, and it isn't required for free-to-play games, which is Unite, you don't have to pay. For Nintendo Switch Online, and for Pokemon, you do. For Pokemon Gen 9, you do. So I think this is probably true. Unfortunately, probably true. Which goes on to say, so to play VGC from now on, you will potentially need, and this is a scary thought, you'll need to purchase main series games to catch Pokemon Gen 10. That's what I was saying, why I don't think that you'll be able to compete competitively with Pokemon Champions alone without Gen 10. Purchase Pokemon Champions to battle may be true. I don't think that's going to be the case. You'll probably just be native on Gen 10, but could be wrong. Subscribe to Pokemon Home to store your Pokemon. If you're competing VGC on Champions, that would be true. Otherwise, it's not. And subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online to play. That's a scary thought. That's 2 subscriptions, and you'd need to purchase every single one of their games that are coming out. So I hope that at least that part is not true. So we'll see. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I think that Pokemon Champions is going to be a really fun way to make sure that you can use every single fun game mechanic that you love, that I love, that the next person loves, next to each other's loved game mechanic. But hopefully it doesn't end up being the core part of where VGC comes from, because then this is true. We would need to purchase every single one of these subscriptions and games. So we'll see what happens. Did you like my takes? How do you feel about this style of video? Thank you guys so much for being here for this one. Like, subscribe, smash the noti bell down below. On the bottom left over there, you're going to see a link to one of my Pokemon series. You can check out my hardcore Nuzlocks right over here above my face-ish. Thank you guys for being here for this video, though. Appreciate your time, and I'll catch you guys again soon. Peace.